be the next Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, you're not rebranding at all if you just kept my name on it.
It's going to be the Bobby Altoff Show.
All right, let's get this bitch the fuck out of here. Our world today is crazier than ever before. We literally have people from other countries coming to ours and fucking shit up. We have quality control whistleblowers in some of the most important industries telling us how they're cutting corners in safety and then dying the next fucking day.
Boeing whistleblower John Barnett found dead days after testifying against company. Okay.
Oh my God.
62 years old, died from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot. I'm not laughing at
it's not
what
funny,
happened. I'm laughing at
if you
And he said, and his voice and the way he would talk, no, I ain't scared. He said, but if anything happens to me, it's not suicide. You know, I know that he did not commit suicide. There's no way. He loved life too much. He loved his family too much. He loved his brothers too much to put them through what they're going through right now.
United Airlines reports fifth incident in over a week as U.S.-bound flight returns to Australia. By the way, this is after Boeing lost $4 billion of valuation in a single
You're saying
day.
there's a new incident?
Another
Yes.
one. Yeah, no. Well, this is
No, they're basically just asked, would you fly this plane?
Yeah, would you be a passenger in this plane that you are building as we speak in this plant? Go ahead, Rob.
Did you fly in one?
This is not a 737 problem. It's a Boeing problem.
We have the CDC literally retracting all of their statements on the pandemic and their research behind adverse effects. Our country is literally going to shit. And here comes Bobby Altoff to save the day.
Everybody told me that I sound like CG5. Probably because I am CG5.
And the reason I take her meteoric rise a little personally, because I've put in work to not only build a platform that can educate and inspire you all with content I believe can help shift consciousness forward and hopefully provide a better world for our children. But in episode 6 of Quit Being Retarded, I showed you all how I literally did a humiliation ritual in reverse to begin what was the greatest media heist and takeover of all time, so that we could highlight the atrocities of mainstream media and their agenda while also exposing this entire fake industry, talentless fucks like this.
Would the words Aunt Jemima be on the bottle?
It's not called Aunt Jemima, guys. It's just not.
What's it called now?
Lexi.
It's called Lexi?
Lexi, answer him.
It's called Lexi Answer Him?
Lexi.
And yet with all of this, Bobby Altoff would like to have conversations, wants to give her growing platform to fucks like Jimmy Kimmel in hopes to take it over. And I find it so interesting that you're such a talent and can get guests like Jimmy Kimmel on. And yet, videos of me from 2 years ago can do numbers like this. While this is her numbers. At this point, anybody who promotes garbage, filth, lies, and liars to humanity is my enemy.
Let's not forget that the entire machine did this, right? So this wasn't just the expert class of Bill Gates and Anthony Fauci that did this. The entire corporate machine tried to scare the hell out of you and make you hate people. That's what they tried to do more than anything else. This clip was going viral yesterday. Here's a joke that Jimmy Kimmel made about a year ago. Jimmy Kimmel and jokes, two things that should not be said in the same sentence.
Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy. We still got a lot of pandimwits out there.
All right, so just on the base level, it's just vile. It's just vile. People made decisions for themselves. Actually, the people who decided not to get vaxxed, I know many people who decided not to get vaxxed, and none of them regret it. They're feeling pretty good these days because now it's turning out that it did not work, and people are having all sorts of side effects, and just the idea that the government was forcing you to do this and everything else.
Well, all of a sudden, everybody drop. I know she love it every time
And I've been telling you all from the beginning, my goal is to take it all over and to give it all back. My goal is to take over and destroy Hellyweird. And the moment I get Jimmy Kimmel the fuck out of here, you want to try and help him become relevant again. And the worst part about you, to me, is that you have all of these guests on, like Jimmy, but you don't ask him any interesting questions. Like, hey, what do you know about Adam Perry Lang and his death? Hey, how long were you friends with Adam Perry Lang? What was that relationship like? Why is your name attached to this? Oh, and the most important question is, you ever heard of the Jimmy Kimmel Challenge? But no, you don't want to have those conversations. Even when your comment section is filled with this. And you want to know why I think she might be an industry plant? Because you can get comments like this, and yet in your entire interview, you failed to ask the hard questions. Instead of highlighting stories like this.
Are you guys ready for this? The Oklahoma National Guard will have guardsmen present for the total solar eclipse on April 8th. 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit will be housed. Residents are being urged to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event. Communication facilities could become overloaded, possibly making cell phone calls difficult. I don't know, you guys. I've seen several eclipses and a few solar eclipses in my lifetime.
You have conversations like this.
Why didn't you get married?
I don't know. It seems like not too, like, I don't know. It seems like a thing of like ancient times or something.
And if you really want people to stop thinking you're an industry plant, then maybe have some guests on that are actually doing things to further conversations that actually need to be had. And if you think that when Jimmy Kimmel leaves, you're going to replace him because you're somehow deserving, when I am the reason that he got the fuck out of here in the first place, you can suck Drake's baby dick one more time. Because I have been and always will be way more entertaining than you and anyone else in Hellyweird. And here's how I know you're a plant. While you were going viral for shit like this, I've lost 6 TikTok accounts and hundreds of thousands of followers for posting shit like this. Got banned for 5 months from TikTok Live for saying pussy.
Why do you say pussy backwards? Ass pussy, but I got this big ass deep.
I figured since it's okay to say it in a song, I might as well make one.
I got banned off TikTok Live 5 months for saying pussy. Funny because others here on TikTok have said pussy. It seems that if it's in a song, it's okay to say pussy. If you censor others, well then I think that you're pussy. I got banned off TikTok Live 5 months for saying pussy.
And speaking of Drake and all you helly weirdos, I make way better music than you. Drake could never fuck with my music. And I know he's known for making songs for the ladies, but he could never fuck with my love songs.
Hypothetically, if I told you that, I'm coming for you. I got something for you. Would you want him back? If you want it back, would you take it? Would you take it? Would you be up? Coming making it true, make it to you. You better be in. Just send your location, girl. You know I hate waiting. Long distance, my lover. You know I've been patient.
You know when people are swimming in a pool with their shirt on? Drake is the type of guy to turn off the lights while he's having sex while having a sweatshirt on. I think the reason that Bobby got that interview with him is because everybody's saying she was the first podcast plant, so it makes sense why you would have to interview another. Ladies, ask yourself this. Would you rather have me sing this to you wearing this or Drake?
You tell me to go on and on. I could never break this. And you know I wouldn't want to, cause I know I cannot replace this. I love it when you look me in the eyes and then tell me to take it. Would you look me in the eyes and let me tell you take it? As we make love, this feels sacred.
Easy answer. So Bobby and all you other streamers out there who are being planted by the industry to simply distract humanity from the shit that actually matters, here's some quick advice. If you don't want people to think that you're an industry plant anymore, maybe you should quit being retarded and start asking the questions that matter. Like if I were to have a conversation with Drake, I would ask him, hey Drake, a lot of people speculate that you like young girls. Is that true? Have you ever been friends with Diddy and did you ever go to any of his parties? Maybe your next interview should be Diddy. Here's what my first question would be. Did you ever fondle Justin Bieber when he was young? Is it true you supposedly fucked Meek Mill? Have you ever had sexual relations with Clyde Davis? How many people's butts have you taken that has gone #1? Is it true you killed Tupac and Biggie? You see how easy this is? You see, this is how you give the people what they want. So to all you streamers, I will always be more entertaining than all of you.
Yeah, how they will feel with the aspect. What we care when the cash back, right? Ain't no form in the madness. It's a present and form in the masses. How they will made up a better vows. I say what ain't been said a while. I know the facts, cause I read a file. Enemies who waste more better out.
This is how they give you love. This is how they show me love. This is how I fuck shit up. Bring the yuck. Bring the yuck. Bring the yuck.
So in conclusion, start having guests on that are actually going to shift the narrative to bringing consciousness forward to a place where we all can benefit from. And the moment you want to quit being retarded and have a conversation that matters, I'll be here for you. But if you don't, take my advice, move the fuck out of the way, and Jimmy Kimmel will forever be my bitch. And the metaphor in this video is that if you want to be him, I own you too.